Good afternoon. I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a special meeting to discuss the necessary expenses of defending school directors against recall charges. I'd like to next introduce Duncan Phobes, the attorney for the North Shore School District.
Thank you, President Swain, members of the board. My name is Duncan Phobes. I'm counsel for the North Shore School District. This is a special meeting that was properly noticed, and there is one topic, and that the board is to consider whether the district shall pay the necessary expense of defending 5 individual directors against recall charges, a recall petition that has been filed and is now in court. Obviously, the 5 individual directors are yourselves. And so we have requests from each of the 5 directors that their legal expenses be paid in connection with this recall petition. And that's the issue before the board today. The recall petition was filed with the King County Elections Department on April 2nd. The King County prosecutor then prepared what's called a ballot synopsis on April 9th and submitted that to the Superior Court of King County. The case has been assigned to Judge Brian McDonald of King County Superior Court under cause number 21-2-04806-1. A sufficiency hearing is scheduled before Judge McDonald on April 23rd by Zoom. A Washington statute, RCW 496041, provides that a public entity such as a school district shall pay the necessary expenses of defending an elected official that is subjected to a recall petition if 3 conditions are met. The first, the official must make the request. And in this case, the 5 individual directors, yourselves, have made written requests to the district to pay those expenses. The second condition, and those 5 letters should be before you in the board packet. Second, district councils, myself, must approve of the paying the expenses. And after consulting with the district superintendent, Dr. Reed, and after reviewing this case, I do approve because I believe it is in the best interest of the school district to defend you, the 5 directors in this case. The final condition, the third and final condition, is that the legislative authority, which is you, the board of directors, sitting as board of directors, must approve the request, and that is the purpose of the meeting today. That is the only topic that you can take action on today because this is a special meeting with one topic listed. As far as the procedure, I recommend that each letter request, there be one motion and one vote on each request. Further, I recommend that the subject member of the particular request abstain from voting on their own request. Under Washington law, it would be lawful for a director to vote to pay for their own defense expenses. However, I think it's best practice for a member to abstain on voting on their own request. Before you begin your discussion and consideration and voting, do you have any questions for me limited to this topic? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Phobes. Appreciate that. So now we have our action item. There'll be 5 separate items here for the 5 different board members. So I will begin in order of district number. So first up, there's a request from Director McGurty for the district to pay necessary expenses for the defense of the recall petition. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. It's been motioned and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I call for the vote. And we're waiting for, we're using board docs today, so we're waiting for everyone for their monitor to pop up here. Is anybody seeing their vote come up?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay, me neither. Okay, here we go. All right, there it is. We're a little slow today.
While we're waiting, President Swain, I have a question. Do we need the motion to reflect the fact that this is for Director McGurty's request, or is the language in that we see on board docs sufficient?
That's a good question. I mean, I read it, that this is for Director McGurty, but it probably should say on board docs per member, per board member. So maybe we can change that. I don't know if Siobhan can change it before the next vote, amend to this one, but the motion carries 4 and the ayes and 1 abstention.
I will ask Siobhan to craft unique motions that are very specific. So if we want to pause just for a moment and have her make that amendment here, I think that's appropriate.
All right, thank you, Dr. Reed. Thank you, Siobhan. Siobhan, just let us know when you're ready for the next motion.
She's making those edits right now.
Okay, thank you.
President Swain, I think we should re-vote on this with the corrected, with the amended statement. And what
Okay.
we're doing at the end is it's the same motion, but it would be in the matter of Director McGordy's request.
Mhm. Yes. Okay, so we're going to revote.
Yes, in the matter of
Excellent.
Director McGordy's request.
Excellent. Okay, a motion has been made that superintendent and district council recommend that district pay necessary expenses of defending directors against recall charges, specifically for this matter, and the matter of Director McGurdy's requests to do so. So go ahead and the motion's been made by Director Kogan, seconded by Director Cast, and now you can go ahead and vote on the motion on board docs. All right, the motion carries 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Thank you. All right, the second action item, there's a request from Director Swain for the district to pay necessary expenses for the defense of the recall petition. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. It's been motioned and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I call for the vote. Oh, there was a mistake made there by myself. Sorry about that. Want to revote or should I just, Duncan, can I just change my vote?
You can change your vote.
Okay, I changed my vote from an accidental yes to abstain.
I think it would be clean if Siobhan has us redo this so that it's clean on board docs as the final record.
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, we will now revote on the motion. All right, the motion carries 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Thank you. All right, our third action item, there is a request from Director Kogan for the district to pay necessary expenses for the defense of the recall petition. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second? It's been motioned and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I call for the vote. Motion carries 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Thank you. Fourth action item is there is a request from Director Hayes for the district to pay necessary expenses for the defense of the recall petition. Is there a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I call for the vote. Motion carries with 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Our last action item today is a request from Director Cast for the district to pay necessary expenses for the defense of the recall petition. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. It's been motioned and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I call for the vote. Motion carries 4 in the affirmative and 1 abstention. Well, that is the end of our action item section for this afternoon's meeting. I thank everybody for their time, and I call this meeting adjourned.